Hello, happy President's Day. I'm Melissa, the 4th grade stitcher. This is Flootube number 2. I hope that I'm a bit more relaxed this time. I've tried to be. This is take 546.4. Yeah, I kid you not. I've started it over many times. It's funny how we critique ourselves when recording or videoing like this. We can become so self-conscious that you think I can do it better just one more time. So this is the last time. So here we go. Today I have some finishes to share with you. I have some works in progress to show you. I have some little gadgets that I want to share with you that I've found that I like, that I am glad that I spent the money on. I haven't regretted it because there are some purchases that I have made for needlework ease that I regret, as we all do. Maybe we'll talk about those one day, but not today. I did press my whips before making this video. I'm proud of myself for that. I have rearranged my sewing nest just a little bit since my last video. I got some new furniture, see right back there. So I've been playing with that. I feel like a kid with a dollhouse. Very thankful to a friend. She and I made a trade, and we're both happy. So let's talk whips. This is what I've been working on this week. I have Brenda Gervais, Light of Winter. This is a stitch along that I told you about that I'm doing with my friends Denise and Meredith. And now our friend Jacqueline has joined us. She is Cross My Stitches here on Flootube. And I'm using a 36 count linen. Weeks linen is the color. I did coffee dye this to give it a little more depth so I could use it. So the color is slightly different than what it was. I'm using called for flosses. And this has been a very relaxing and fun stitch. I am working a page at a time, hoping that everything lines up just beautifully. I'm sure it will, because why wouldn't it? I'll let you know. I'm working, continuing to work on Dame Crottle and the Bees. This is the sampler that my daughter chose for me for my birthday, and let me say, she could not have chosen any better. I have loved every single stitch thus far that I have made on this. I can't wait to work on it this afternoon. I'm going to, even if supper is late. So this is a piece of that linen that I coffee dyed. I think it's turned out beautifully. So happy with it. So happy. Called for DMC flosses in this. I'm still working on my Vervaco Jesus, the kit that I purchased from Amazon, that I saw Vonna, the Twisted Stitcher, working on last year. She shared on a Flootube. I do not have enough progress to even share with you on that. I need to get back with that and make that my devoted Sunday afternoon stitch, as I had intended, as I was doing until 2 weeks ago when I got off track. So hopefully this is a new week, and Sunday I will work on that again. I have a finish, 2 finishes. This is a Crossford Rise pattern. The Shamrocks That Grow. I did not have any St. Patrick's Day decor, so I needed to stitch some. Why not? I have time. I can make time. And surprisingly enough, I got 2 finished. I chose the Leprechaun shoe. I did add the date. These are the called 4 threads. Fun little stitch. I haven't decided how I'm going to finish that yet. Here is the leprechaun hat. And you'll notice. Do you see the difference? This one, 2 DMC flosses over 2 threads. Finished that, slept, started this one with 1 strand. Yay! 2 different looks. I think I like this one better. What do you like best? 2 or 1? And that is a 36 count linen as well, a mystery linen. I'm anxious to finish that. I brought this shamrock fabric. So we'll see how that turns out. I'll have that to show you in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I have some gadgets that I want to share with you. As I mentioned, I didn't wear my glasses today because of the glare of the window, but I'm going to have to put them back on so that I can show you one of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. A friend that I met stitching at the retreat in Elizabethtown last year, her name is Wendy. Hi, Wendy. She had on these wonderful flip-up bifocals. And I was complaining because I had on a pair of readers that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. And they worked, but I couldn't watch television. And I couldn't see other things clearly with those because I couldn't see far off. These are a game changer. I did get just a little bit more than what's in the bottom. So I think they're a 2.5. They're perfect when I work on linen. They give my husband a chuckle. They give my 10-year-old a chuckle. And that is even a better perk. These are called MagniClips. I purchased them from Amazon. I think I have 3 pair now. They're great. They're great. So if you have that problem that you need a little more magnification than what your bifocals have in them, give these a try. You won't regret it. I will link this in the description so that you'll have a link to that. The next gadget I have is this little placeholder. It is Pako brand. And I saw this in a stitch group on Facebook. Someone had talked about it. And this was before that I had that markup RXP app that I told you about in the last video. This thing is great. I still use it for paper patterns. I'm going to show you on a Pinker and Pumpkin sock block pattern here that you can get on her blog. It's a free one. So no copyright infringement here, okay? You can go to her blog and get this, print this for free. But you see there, you line it up, you mark it, you know right where you are. If you get up, if you have to let the dog in or out, check on supper, you know where you are, and you just keep moving it down with it. Love this. So this was 1, 2, 3 stitch. I'll also link this in the description if you want to try that. It was a reasonable find for, I think it was under $10. The next thing, these are great. I wish they weren't. I really do, because the price of these, sometimes I wonder, how do I justify it? And then I try to go back and it's like, no, I'm not going back. These Easy Glide ball tip needles from Sullivans are great for linen. Don't like it for Ada. For linen, they're wonderful. It is a game changer. Do you see the ball tip? You can see the actual needle here. I hope you can see it. It does look like that. It's wonderful. Be warned. If you try it, you will be hooked. I get these from my friend at Rocky Run Ranch General Store. She is on Facebook. She is on Instagram. She is also the lady that is hosting the first annual ranch retreat in September. It is in Litchfield, Kentucky. So here's the flyer on that. I'm going to hold it there for a minute so you can screenshot it if you want to. You can contact her for some more information on Facebook, Instagram. Her name's Meredith. The featured designer is Lucy Beam. I'm excited about this. That's why I'm sharing it, because I've never been to a stitch retreat with a featured, nationally known designer. I'm excited. It's in September. I'm counting. Okay? I can't wait. Hoping my daughter will go with me. She is not committed yet. We'll see. If she doesn't, I'm still going to have a good time. Can't wait. I can't wait. That's all the gadgets that I have today. I won't always have gadgets. I'm about to run to the end of those things. But I'll tell you what, something else that I've been noticing lately. Finishing items. I love pillows. I love the little pillows. They're easy to make. They're economical. Doesn't take up any time to make one. I start to finish, 30 minutes? Once you get started, get your things together, if even that. But I'm getting tired of them. I'm still going to make them. I like them. I like the Dobo fillers. I like the little sets. Obviously, I'm not going to stop making them, but I do want something a little different. So, been looking at things differently. My daughter, she found this recipe box and some junk. Now, I like that. I like the fact that it's old and rusty and rough looking. I mean, even the bottom's rusted. That's great. So now, I want to finish for the top of this for some recipe cards. So, that's the next thing I'm looking for. I have started looking at everything differently. I found this tray at Goodwill for under $1. This needs stitching. It needs paint. It needs stitching. So that's something I'm going to do. Something I'm going to finish up. I think I know the design. I'll just briefly, now, I'm not committed. I'll be upfront about that. I'm thinking I'm going to use this Stacy Nash design. I think I'm going to paint that tray a pretty green color. I like green. And see how that turns out. Then I had to go to my local dollar store for some detergent the other night. When I could have been stitching, I had to do laundry. And then I was out of detergent. So, as I was getting my detergent, I found this. No, it wasn't in the detergent aisle. Yes, I veered off because I thought, if I can't stitch, maybe I'll find a finishing piece. I did. So, very simply, I did a little prying to make sure I could get that off cleanly, and it wasn't glued. It's not glued. It's only secured by these two little things here. It's going to pop off easy, and you know what? It's going to go back on easy. So, I haven't found a design yet for this. I will. It's market. It's market. I have a list. $8. I like this. You know, the back of this isn't even finished. Look at this. I mean, that's crazy. We worry so much about, or I do, what my finish looks like. And I mean, I'm still going to worry about it, but they sold this and I bought it and it's not even finished on the back. But anyway, I digress. Been looking at things differently. So, sorry for the wobble. I apologize. That's just a free ride you got. I have one fully finished item to show you, to share with you. It'll be the last thing for today. Short, quick floss tube. Don't want to bore you. Just hopefully you've had a chuckle or two and enjoyed it. Oh, I didn't show you my shirt my friend got me. That's what I do. I cross stitch and I know things. Obviously I didn't know that it would wobble again or I wouldn't have done that. But I thought you might appreciate that. So I wanted to share that. But anyway, back on track. Fully finished item. This was something I gifted my husband this year for Christmas. It is Mrs. Martha, 1776. It is a primitive hair design. Loved it when I saw it. We are very patriotic people. I come from a family of Navy veterans. My husband is an Army and a Navy veteran. So this was a suitable piece for him. I hope you can see it. I'm going to have to angle it just a little bit to keep the glare off. So she was a fun stitch. It's the called for threads, called for linen, the printed linen. It was the first time I had ever stitched on a printed, designed linen like this. I was a little apprehensive at first. I thought maybe it might bother me. It didn't. Really enjoyed it. I loved it. I loved it. I think that adds such a great detail to the stitching. It made it perfectly him, perfectly my husband. I made a mistake on this. A bad mistake. And I didn't know I'd made this mistake until Christmas morning when I presented him my finished stitching with love. Each stitch with love. Each stitch. Just, I love you. I love you. And I was so proud of it. And I was so happy to give it to him. And he looks at me and he says, "When did you make this?" I said, "Well, I made it over the last couple months. We sit 3 feet from each other every night and I worked on it. And I know you saw me stitching it, but you didn't know what I was stitching." He said, yes. He said, I didn't know what you were stitching, but when did you make it? I said, just now. I said, just the last few months. He said, did you know you dated it 2022? No, I didn't know I dated it 2022. The frame was late getting here. I had to hurry to frame it. I had to get it wrapped and ready for the big reveal. When I remembered, I hadn't dated it or put my initials on it. So I did that quickly, very quickly. Family was coming. It had to get done. 2022. Life happens. Enjoy your stitching. Enjoy your stitching. If you make a mistake, if you date it wrong, if you accidentally leave one X uncrossed, it's okay. Have fun. I want you to have fun. Listen, have a happy President's Day. So glad to get this day off. Since I am a teacher, I'll share with you that President's Day began as a day to commemorate George Washington's birthday. And then it evolved to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's birthday. And now it is a day, a federal holiday, where we honor our past and current presidents. And I'm thankful for today because I got the day off. It's great. 4-day week, maybe a little stitching time this afternoon. Looking forward to that. Which reminds me, I have pins. Look, from the primitive hair. And look how appropriate they are. Look, there's Georgie. Happy birthday, George. to accompany my 2023 Mark 2022 stitch. I will make a pin keep for myself. And you know, I might even date it intentionally 2022, since I've documented that I actually did make it in 2023, and now it's 2024. Maybe I can do it 2023. Ha! Never know. Listen, have a great day. I've enjoyed my time with you. I'll look forward to seeing you in about 3 weeks. Going to be traveling a little bit. Looking forward to some time with my family away from home. It's a working trip and a pleasure trip. I'll be in the Orlando area. I'll have my stitching with me. I hope it's warm enough to sit by the pool a little bit. And I'll see you when I get back. Everybody stay happy. Stay stitching. See you later. Bye.